Dear students, greetings for the day. Today we will discuss about service of beer. Beer service in hotel and restaurant. Beer is considered as one of most widely consumed and popular alcoholic beverage. Beer is produced by brewing and fermenting malted barley, yeast, water and other starchy cereals, and flavored with hops, for pleasant bitter flavor, and other natural ingredients, adding with an alcohol content ranging from 2 to 15%. Special yeasts are needed to produce different kinds of beers. Beer contains more than 90% water, and the excellency of the beer often recognized by the stems from the water. Beer are basically served in mug, pilsner, schooner, tumbler, shell, stein, or hourglass tumbler, in a variety of glasses, or in a bottle accompanied by a glass. When serving, be sure to wipe the bottle before bringing it to the table. Before serving beer, the waiter must ensure that all beer glasses and beer bottle are wiped and spotlessly clean, and without lubricant. The term beer is basically a general term which can take on thousands of interpretations. Among them, most popular terms that used for beer are lager, a clear light-bodied refreshing beer which is used when the beer is aged and brewed as sparkling beverage. All lager beers are aged by keeping for several months before putting them into bottles, cans, or kegs. Most lagers hold 3 to 4% alcohol. Ale is another generic form of beer that differs from lager beer since it is fuller-bodied beer and bitter. Ale is flavored with more strong flavor of hops and added with higher range of alcohol content than that of lager beer. Ale always should be served at a warmer temperature. Stouts is dark ale with a sweet, strong, malt flavor and colored by barley and contain high range of alcohol about 6%. Porter is also a range of dark ale, comes in black, fruity dry, top fermenting style. The volume of alcohol is similar to stouts. Malt is another type of beer which is dark and sweeter in taste and flavored with malts. Malt can be both light and full-bodied. The most important thing when serving beer professionally is the right temperature. The right flavor nuances of the beer are lost when it is served too cold or too warm. At home, you can cool a lager that's at room temperature, 20 degrees Celsius, down to the right temperature by putting the bottle in the fridge for 2.5 hours or in the freezer for 25 minutes. You can cool a dark beer down to 16 degrees at home by putting it in the fridge for about 20 minutes. You should also use the right glass with the right beer. Lager is usually served from a tall and narrow pilsner glass or a mug. Footed pilsner glasses are also used to serve smaller quantities. Recommend serving dark beer from tulip-shaped glasses. This allows the beer to get more air and the drinker gets a better sense of the rich aroma of dark beer. A beer glass is meant only for beer. The beer will not develop a proper head if the glass is not properly washed or there are even tiny bits of fat residue in it. Depending on the type of the beer, it is served with a 2 to 3 centimeters head. The right head helps the drink stay fresh for a long time and to preserve its taste. The consistency of the head should be thick and it should consist of tiny bubbles. The main preconditions for achieving this are the correct temperature of the beer and a clean glass, but the pouring angle is also very important. Use a tall, narrow glass for serving. Make sure that the glass is clean. Place the glass under the tap at a 45-degree angle and open the tap. When 3/4 of the glass is full, turn it upright and pour a 2 to 3 centimeters head on the glass by pushing the tap backwards. Serve the beer quickly before the head goes down. Place a coaster under the glass when serving. Make sure that the beer temperature is 6 to 8 degrees Celsius. Use a clean Pilsner or footed glass. Make sure that the glass is clean and dry. Hold the glass at a 45-degree angle. When a little over 2/3 of the glass is full, turn it upright so that a 2 to 3 centimeters head develops on the beer. Serve the beer quickly before the head goes down. Place a coaster under the glass when serving. Use a tulip-shaped beer glass. Make sure that the glass is clean and dry. The recommended serving temperature is 12 to 16 degrees Celsius. Place the glass on a coaster and fill half of it. Make sure that a nice 2 centimeters head develops on the beer. Place a coaster under the glass when serving. Use the correct, preferably a footed glass for serving. Make sure that the glass is clean and dry. The recommended serving temperature is 10 to 12 degrees Celsius. Place the glass on a coaster and pour in the beer. Make sure that a nice 2 centimeters head develops on the beer. Place a coaster under the glass when serving. Wheat beer should be served at a temperature of 5 to 7 degrees Celsius. Wheat beer bottles must be stored upright so that the yeast can settle on the bottom. Hold the glass at a 45-degree angle when pouring. Pour the beer slowly into the glass. Leave 1 to 2 centimeters of beer and yeast in the bottom of the bottle. Swirl the bottle lightly to mix the beer and the yeast, then pour a 2 to 3 centimeters head on the beer. Place a coaster under the glass when serving. Why is it important to know how to identify flavors in beer? Accurately describe beers to your customers and make knowledgeable suggestions. Understand which flavors are associated with certain styles. Ability to pair with food. Self-education. Why are people pairing beer with food? Expand passion for craft beer by combining it with food. It's easy to do and fun. Beer is incredibly versatile. No limitations. Beer is so varied, so complex, and offers such a cornucopia of flavors that it finds ways to complement, contrast with, and elevate all cuisine from the lowly chip and dip to the most perfectly aged steak. There are so many different beer tastes that it's actually more flexible than wine when it comes to creating the perfect pairing. Purpose of the pairing, aka the 3 C's: to cleanse, to contrast, to complement, 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 match intensities. Intensity is a measurement of how the weight and flavors of the beer or food impact the palate. Flavors are not similar but their intensities are. Flavor bridging, combining like flavors to accentuate similarities in the beer and food. Note the appearance and presentation. Check the aroma. Take a sip. Locals light with pretzels and mustard. The beer yeasty bready aromas, delicate malt flavors, light sweetness, ample effervescence, crisp clean finish. The food salty, dry, bready, sharp mustard, minimal palate impact. Note the appearance and presentation. Check the aroma. Take a sip. Bel Air ground with mixed candied nuts. The beer, sweet malty aromas, caramel and toffee, toasted qualities, medium body, slightly dry finish. The food, salty, nutty, caramel and toffee, palate coating, sweetness, dry. Note the appearance and presentation. Check the aroma. Take a sip. Soft parade and dark chocolate. The beer. Fruity aromas, sweet and tart fruit, refreshing, ample effervescence, light body, dry finish. The food. Cocoa, sweet, bitter, rich, strong flavor, palate coating, sweetness, dry. Note the appearance and presentation. Check the aroma. Take a sip. Humor with pepper jack cheese. The beer. Floral hop aromas, subtle maltiness, citrus and pine, big lasting bitterness, medium body, bitter and dry finish. The food. Spicy, salty, peppery, rich and fatty, palate coating, savoriness, lingering spiciness. Beer is a popular beverage item served in restaurant. Beer is the oldest and most widely used alcoholic beverage, and after tea and coffee, most popular drink in the world. So, if you are working in hotel or restaurant, then you should have sound knowledge on how to serve beer properly. Let's learn the trick. How to avoid foam. First, proceed to the table to serve beer. When filling the glass with beer, pour it at a slow, steady pace and endeavor to pour the beer to flow down on the opposite side wall of the glass. If the beer glass is already full and there is still some more beer remaining in the can, bottle, then leave the can, bottle on the right side of the beer glass. Things you should consider. Ensure to open the top of the can, bottle beer before approaching to the guest, and you have one glass prepared for each beer ordered. Place the glass down on the right hand side of the guest. Ask the guest politely, "Would you like me to pour your beer for you, sir, madam?" If they say no, place the beer can, bottle on the right hand side of the glass at 3 o'clock position. If the guest says yes, proceed with the following steps. Bring the beer can, bottle of the drink tray with your right hand and begin to pour the beer very slowly. Ensure that the can, bottle does not touch the rim of the glass. Whilst pouring the beer slowly on the opposite inside wall of the glass, watch the glass filling with beer. If the beer starts appearing to have too large amount of head, stop for a few seconds, until the head subsides, then proceed. Stop pouring beer when the glass is already full. There should only be approximately 2 to 3 centimeters volume of head in the glass, though some guests may prefer a larger head. If there is some remaining beer in the can, bottle, place it on the right hand side of the glass at 3 o'clock position. Remove empty can, bottle with your right hand from the guest's right hand side and place it on your tray and return it to the bar or back of house. When the beer glass has only 1/3 of beer remaining, politely ask the guest if he or she would care for another beer. Excuse me, sir, madam, would you care for another beer?